Good morning, passport holders. Today, March 28th, 2017, making today day 879 of the vlogs. And it's been kind of a weird start to the day. It's been fast and slow. So I woke up at around 7 a.m. in order to get out of Carlin's house when she was leaving for work. So I got all that done, came over here, and kind of had this slow start to the day where I just, played a little Destiny, handled some other work stuff that has been kind of on the back burner. Nothing major, just one step at a time kind of deal. And then, we're just kind of like, speeding up as the day has gone on. I finally saw Clintus was live streaming the new update to Destiny. So jumped in there for, 15 minutes. And I also handled the newest keynote that has come through from the VaynerMedia guys, the Salt Lake City keynote from a couple weeks ago. It's 41 minutes. I've already split it, uploaded it, and multiple captioners are currently working on it. So I suspect that I'll have all 8 pieces back in the next, my guess is probably 2 to 3 hours. So my goals for today are to keep the board zeroed at all costs, and to finish the documentation. And the ideal situation would be for me to do a late night session that includes me doing the video screen captures and the screenshots that come off of that and into all of the documentation. So once all that's done, we're good to go. I can ship that off tomorrow, or maybe even late night tonight. Finish all that up, have the board be cleared, give them, basically through to next Monday as kind of like, yo, you guys need help with shorties, feel free to ask for it, but I'm not doing them anymore for you. I'll do final reviews, but you have to do the work yourself. So pretty excited about that. And then things get pretty simple. I still have that call with Rocco today at 2:30 as well. So just trying to space everything in so that everything gets done. The one thing that I might do right now, just to kind of get slightly ahead, because I don't feel like writing quite yet, it's one of those things where I've got to be in the mood to do it, is I may do the vlog edit. So I hope you guys are having a great start to your Tuesday. If you're watching, or if you're Tuesday as this is being recorded, Wednesday if you're watching on day of release. Let's get this one started. All right, guys, so it's about 4 o'clock now, and I just decided to walk away from the desk for just a little bit. I just needed a little time. After getting initial kind of signals yesterday and today that I wasn't going to get an Ask Gary V this week, I got one, and it's 51 minutes long. So I do have all the pieces back from the Salt Lake City talk that was sent over this morning, so that's positive. That's going to be done today. I'm debating about what I do with this 51-minute Ask Gary V. Do I break it up and send it up, or do I just kind of slow my roll on that one and do it myself? Although I do know that I'm going to have a DailyVee that's going to come out at some point tonight because Gary's in LA, so it could be super late. I don't know. That State of Clintus is done. My one smaller channel today is done as well. The second channel said they were going to post something today, but they haven't yet, so we'll see what kind of goes on there. Still haven't heard back from the good meeting that I had last week, although I was supposed to have a decision sometime either today or tomorrow, because they go into production tomorrow night. So kind of one of those things where this may be so low priority that they're like, whatever. They may not have liked my pricing, whichever the way it goes, it goes. I'm not too worried about it. It's just one of those things where make and do, right? So Rocco and my call got pushed from 2:30 to 4:30, so that's why I'm doing this walk now, and one more reason. And so yeah, that's kind of the play. Not much else really going on with it, and just kind of one step at a time kind of stuff. So here's what it is. I'll get all the work done. It just bums me out because I was getting ready to finally okay, cool, I'm gonna finish this talk, I'm gonna have this call with Rocco, and then I'm gonna settle in, and I'm gonna just finish this documentation. And now I'm kind of on the fence about it. If I'm gonna do this Ask Gary V 246, 247 on my own, that's what's gonna slot in, takes priority. Or if I'm not, it's $75 I'm gonna have to pay to outsource captioners that I really don't want to pay. Well, guys, allergies have been out of control, which is why I'm wearing my glasses, because my contacts were just itching so bad. It's been a weird one. I finished the Salt Lake City talk that was submitted earlier today, finished that up, took it down an hour in order to try and just clear my head. Texted back and forth with Rocco some more. That was a really good conversation with him as well. Kind of one of those things where, I'm 90% of the way to where I said I wanted to be, and he's seen it so many times with his wife, who is a best-selling author. that 90% mark is where the biggest struggle point is, and you just gotta kind of keep going at it, keep plodding through it, keep going. Um, and so that's my big takeaway. He offered some other resources and connections in order to try and make things a little bit easier for me, but I was pretty adamant about not yet. Let me get through the finishing of the documentation and sending that out and all that good fun. Um, the mystery of the Apple Watch continues. I called the Buffalo Wild Wings that we were hanging out at. They did not have it. I didn't think they would, but it was the last confirmed place that I had it because you guys saw me tap it in one of the clips. Additionally, Carlin's torn up her apartment trying to find it and simultaneously packing everything up to get ready to move. The only place that we haven't gone completely through with a fine-tooth comb, but I was in at multiple points throughout the day, was her car. And so I took a quick scan of it, but I just don't think it's there. Like, at the end of the day, I do not think it is there. So at this point, though, with it already being multiple days and it was on its second day of charge, so I try and only charge it every other day, it's not going to be responsive. So it's kind of one of those things where at this point it's kind of gone, unless we find it in the move this weekend, which I don't think is going to happen. I lost a couple $100 piece of equipment, which is the first time I've lost something like that in probably 10 years. I've destroyed things, but I've never just straight up lost them. So is what it is. DailyVee 167 dropped. No, 193. I apologize. And then DailyVee 246 dropped. I did end up splitting that, sending that up to the outsourced captioners. I've received a couple pieces back. My hope is that the rest of them get done overnight. And so, yeah, the DailyVee stuff is what I'm going to be doing now. Afterward, I'll eat some dinner. It's already 10 o'clock or 9:45. So it'll be 11 o'clock dinner. Hopefully I'll be able to wind down after that, if everything goes to plan. And I'll be able to make that happen. So kind of a sad day all the way around. I don't like losing things. It really bugs me. I know Carlin's already suggested that, my birthday gift would probably be a new one, and I don't feel comfortable with that. And I don't feel comfortable with birthday gifts to begin with. So kind of one of those things where it's like, well, what do I do? Because this sucks. And I really liked having it. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but for right now, it's just lost. Maybe it's one of those things where if I sign new clients, that'll be a gift that I buy for myself. But for right now, it's just back to the grind. All right, guys, it is 12:20, and I horribly misguessed on how long that was going to take me. A lot of crosstalk. So the transcription phase actually took longer, and then because of the rap music that was underneath some of the conversation, it completely threw the algorithms, the timing algorithms they were just lost. And so I ended up having to manually time it and then do final QA run at 1.5x inside of my local program because I did not have the time or the energy to do a 1x run on it. Additionally, I am really growing to love being able to see the waveforms as the subtitles show or the captions show on screen. So that's super useful for me to be able to see, like, when I'm like, a half second off or a half second early, I can really move that very quickly. And so I'm excited kind of with the fact that that's got done. That stated only 2 pieces have been returned by the outsourced captioners for DailyVee 247, I want to say it is 246, 247 with Logic. So it's one of those bits where it sucks. I'm hoping that some more work will be done overnight because I need help on this. That stated, I'm going to put my foot down tomorrow, and basically, unless it's like a mission critical ASAP shorty, I'm not posting. I'm not going to do any other work. I'm not going to do AGV 247 tomorrow unless the documentation is completely done. I've got to drop my foot on this one and say no more. And that's actually a function of some of the things that came out of the conversation with Rocco. This is a self-preservation thing at this point. I've been fighting to try and get this done now for almost 5 weeks, 6 weeks. And because of the workflow that they continuously keep bringing on, I can't get ahead. And so I need to take care of myself first and get them on the captioning side of things so that I can get those hours back in my day. And once I do that, then things get a lot easier. So I'll do the long form content, and because of the SLA's differential, right? So my service level agreements with Gary and his team, there's a big upside for me doing that. So like things like the hour long Ask Gary V actually technically is an SLA due for 6 days. I can definitely get a 51-minute video done in 6 days. So I'm pretty excited about that. And so if I keep up on the daily V's like I have, I don't think they're going to have any problems with me taking a little bit longer on this stuff. And in addition, I already returned a 41-minute keynote same day. So less than 12 hours after it got posted, it was returned. Actually, I think it was like less than 8. So one of those bits. But I will say thank you guys so much for your time and your attention. I truly do believe my Apple Watch is lost somewhere in her apartment, and I don't think I'm getting it back, which is a bummer. But it is what it is. Remember, though, you never stumble upon opportunity by standing still, so go do cool stuff. Bye for now.